Hi friends, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudoku and Puzzles. Ashish here, and today I'll be covering a Sudoku variant called Arrow Sudoku. So this Sudoku has been constructed by David Miller, and I really thank the author for giving us an opportunity to cover a video on our channel. This is one of the 6 Sudokus of his Arrow Sudoku series that he has constructed, and so I was attracted by the design of this Sudoku and I thought of making a video on this one. So all of the 6 Sudokus from his Arrow Sudoku series are designed in such a way that all of the arrows in the grid are rotationally symmetric to each other. So what do I mean by that? So in this case, if you see, the arrows in the top right and arrows in the bottom left are rotational symmetric to each other. So if you just rotate the grid, I mean to say, if you just rotate the grid 180 degrees, right, it will still the arrows at the top right and the bottom left will still be in the same place, right? So they are exactly similar to each other and rotationally symmetric to each other. So all of the Sudokus of the Arrow Sudoku series that he has constructed are having arrows rotationally symmetric to each other. And particularly this Sudoku, I was really attracted by the design of this Sudoku because if you see the numbers as well, it has 1 to 9 exactly once, and those are also placed rotationally symmetric to each other. I mean to say, the placement of the givens are rotationally symmetric to each other and they are just beautiful, right? So if you see here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, the way it has been placed are excellently, actually really it is really beautiful to see, right? The arrows are also rotationally symmetric to each other. The givens that he has placed are exactly 1 to 9 each ones, and the placement is also rotationally symmetric to each other. Why? A perfect design, I would say. No defect, no fault, nothing. A perfectly designed Arrow Sudoku. It's really an excellent design, and I really thank the author for giving us an opportunity to cover a video on our channel. Now I'll add the link in the description below where all of his 6 Sudokus will be posted soon on his website. So I'll add the link in the description below for his website page where you can still look out for older series that he has constructed and excellent puzzles and Sudokus out there, right? So now coming on to this Sudoku, according to the rules we need to place digits from 1 to 9 in each row, each column, and 3 into 3 box without repetition. Apart from that, you have some circles and arrow stems coming out of it. So the sum of the numbers on the on the arrow stem is equal to the sum is equal to the number on the circle cell from which the stem is coming out, right? So if you have this circle, there are 2 stems coming out. So both the sums, the count of the sum will be different here. I mean to say, you have to differently count the sums. So the sum of these 3 numbers will be equal to this number, and sum of these 2 numbers will be equal to this number, right? So for all the circle and arrow stems, it is the same thing. The numbers on this arrow stem is equal to the number. The sum of the numbers on the arrow stem is equal to the number on the circle cell. And not, of course, not all circle cells or arrow stems are given in the grid. And with that, we'll start solving this Sudoku. So the first and the foremost thing that I usually look out in these kind of Sudokus, Arrow Sudoku, is placing 1 and 9s easily. So usually 9 is not possible on an arrow stem unless and until you just have one arrow stem diagonally and a circle cell here. So you'll, whatever number you have on the arrow stem will have to be equal on the circle cell. So you'll have, if you have 9 here, you'll have 9 here. But in this case, the arrow stems are more than one, right? It is taking the more than one cells from out of the circles, right? So you cannot have 9 on the arrow stems. The moment you have 9 on the arrow stems, the circle cell sum will have to be more than 9, which is equal to 10 or 11, which is not possible. So 9 can never be on the arrow stems, which means 9 cannot be here because of the 9 here, and which means 9 will have to be here. Nice, right? And the next thing that you look out is, where can 8 be in this box now? The next bigger digit you go for, next bigger digit. 8 will not be on any of the arrow stems. So 8 is possible on the arrow stem, but what happens here is, if 8 is on the arrow stem, the circle cell will have to be 9 or above. So 9 is possible, not above that. But you already have a 9 in that box. So if you have 8 on the arrow stems, right, 9 will have to be in one of these 2 cells, but you already have a 9 here. So which means that 8 will have to be somewhere in these 2 cells, right? And of course 7 cannot be here now. 7 cannot be here, which means that 7 will have to be somewhere on the arrow stem. 7 cannot be in the arrow stem having these 3 cells, because the sum would be more than 9. So if you have 7 on the arrow stems having more than 3 cells or equal to 3 cells, the problem would be here is 7 and the next two minimum digit would be 1 and 2, so the sum would have to be minimum 10. Not possible. So 7 is possible in these 3 cells, right? 7 is possible in these 3 cells, but wherever you have a 7, you need to have a 8 on that circle cell, right? So which means that if you have a 7 in these 3 cells, any of the number, if you have 7 anywhere in these 3 cells, that arrow stem, that circle will have an 8. So if you have a 7 here, you will have 1 here and you will have an 8 here. If you have a 7 here, you have 1 here, you will have 8 here. If you have a 7 here, you will have 1 here and you will have an 8 here. Nice. Now that actually gives you something. What is the thing you get here is that 7 will have to be with 1 to get a sum 8. So right, it will have to couple with 1 to get the sum 8. So 7 and 1 will have to be together for the on the arrow stem to get the sum 8. Now if you see here, that gives you one excellent logic here. And what is the logic here is, can you have so we have already used 1 will have to be somewhere in these 4 cells, because 7 would have to be somewhere in these 3 cells, so 1 would have to be somewhere in these 4 cells. Let me show you what happens here. Can you have a 1 here? So the moment you have a 1 here, these 4 cells are eliminated as a possibility of 1, because if 1 is here, these 4 cells are seeing this cell is seeing all of these 4 cells simultaneously, so 1 cannot be in any of these 4 cells, right? So you cannot have a 1 here, and of course you cannot have 1 in these 2 cells as well. So what is the maximum sum you can get in these 3 cells with a single digit number? That is of course 9, and you cannot get anything lesser than 9 in these 3 cells. 2, 3 and 4. 1 is not possible in these 3 cells that we have already discussed. So these 3 cells would have to be 2, 3, 4. You already have a 2 here, so this would have to be 2. These 3 cells would have to be 3, 4, and this becomes a 9 now. Nice, right? Awesome. And now which means that 7 would have to be in one of these 3 cells, and okay. Okay, now an excellent logic here. What happens if you don't have 1 in one of these 2 cells? So the next minimum digits you can have is 4 and 5, that sums to 9. You already have a 9 here. So 1 would have to be in one of these 2 cells, right? And which means that this is a 1 here, so this would have to be 1 here. That gives you a 7 here and 8 here, because we have already discussed 1 would have to be with the 7 here. Okay, one other thing that I missed is, okay, so not possible. That is not of course obvious, because you can still have a 1 here and 7 here, and that can give you a 8 here. So we are not sure of it yet. You got a 1 here, 3, 4, 2. Can you have a 6 here? No. 6 is not possible here, because that would give you a 7 here, and 7 is not possible here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is possible. 5 and 7 is possible, right? So if you have a 5 here, you will have a 6 here. If you have a 7 here, you will have an 8 here. Excellent. Can a 6 be possible here? If you have a 6 here, you cannot have a 2 here and a 3 here. That will give you 8 or 9, and 2 is not possible here. So you cannot have 1 as well, because that will give you 7 here. So if you have 6 is not possible here, which means that here also would have 5, 7. If you have a 7 here, this would be a 5, 6, 8, 1. If you have a 5 here, that would be 7, 1, 8, 6 and 1. Okay, so whatever you do, this cell would have to be 1. Excellent logic. So whatever you do, this cell would have to be 1, and it again will be a 6, 8 pair. So if you have a 5 here, this would be 6, this would be 8 and 7. If you have a 7 here, this would be 8, this would be 6 and 5. So whatever you do, this cell would have to be 1. Excellent. That's nice. And let us see what we get here now. Wow, what an excellent logic this is. This is really a difficult Sudoku, not an easy one, guys. Not at all an easy one. Where can you have a 7 in this column? 7 is not possible here. Of course, if you have a 7 here, the next minimum digit to get a sum of 9 or less would be 1 or 2. So 7 will have to be either with 1 or 2 to get the sum 8 or 9, but 1 and 2 are used here. So 7 cannot be here, 7 cannot be here, 7 can only be possible here, right? That gives you a 7 here, an 8 here, a 6 here, a 5 here. Nice. And which means that this would have to be 1. These 3 cells would have to be 7 and 9, right? Okay. 8 cannot be here. 8 cannot be in any of these 2 cells as well, because the sum would be more than 9. So 8 would have to be in one of these 3 cells. So you got a 7, 8, 9 triplet here. So I can mark that here with the pencil marks here, candidates. Okay. And of course 6 cannot be here. 6 would have to be here in these 2 cells. Wow, that is giving us something, because the next minimum digit with the 6 will have to be 3, and that sums to 9. You cannot have something more than 9 here. So that's nice. So these 3 cells are 4, 5 and 2. 2, 4 and 5. Right? So 4 is here. So this would have to be 3 and this would have to be 4. Nice. And these 3 cells are 4, 5 and 8. And 2, 3 and 6. 2, 3 and 6. Nice. 6 cannot be here. 8 cannot be here. Okay. 5 cannot be here. Next comes this box. Let us see this box now. What the sum can be here? It can be 8, 1. Cannot be 7, 2, 6, 5, 4. It can be 6, 3. But 8, 1 is also not possible, because 8 and 1 both are placed here. So it would have to be 3 and 6. 6 would have to be here because of the 3 here. And 3 would have to be here. And that gives you an 8 here in this box. 1 here in this box. 7 and 5, right? 7 and 5. So we have got this box as well. Excellent. The start was really difficult. I am not sure if there is any other start. We haven't gone with the bottom left yet. So let's see what can we do now. So all we get is triplets here. 2, 4 and 6. No, sorry. You get a 2, 4, 6 here. You get a 5 and 8 here. You get a 7 and 9 here. Nice. Now let's see this box now. What can you have in this box? You cannot have a 9. You cannot have an 8. With the sum with 3 digits. 3 same digits. I mean to say 3 distinct digits. The sum using 3 distinct digits can only be possible with 6, 7, 8, 9. You cannot have a 5, right? Because 1, 2 and 3 would be the minimum sum you get. That comes to 6. So this cell can only be 6, 7, 8, 9. 8 and 9 is not possible. 6 is not possible. So this would have to be 7. Which means these 3 cells would have to be 1, 2 and 4. Right? Okay. And with the 7, you cannot have 6, 1. You cannot have 5, 2. So it would have to be 3 and 4. Okay. Okay, 7 cannot be here. 7 can be here. If you have a 7 here, this would have to be minimum is 3. That gives you 10. So 7 would have to be here. Okay. This can be 3, 5 and 6, not more. 1 to 4 are used. 3 would have to be in one of these 2 cells. You cannot have sum without using 3 here. And it would be 5 and 6. The other 2 digits, one of the other 2 digits would be 5 and 6. So this would be 8 and 9. Right? Oh, sorry. I'll remove the 5 and 6 corner pencil marks, because that will be this thing. And 3 also. So this would be 3, 5, 6, right? Okay. 8 and 9. So where this cell also would have to be 8 and 9. No. Can you have 8 here? 8, 1 and 9. No, you cannot have 8 here, because you will have a 9 here and that leaves nothing here. So 8 cannot be here, 9 cannot be here. So this also would have to be 8 and 9. You get an 8 and 9 pair. So this cell would have to be these 2 cells. One of these 2 cells would have to be 3. So this cannot be a 3, this would have to be 5 and 6. You already have a 6 here, so this would be a 5. That gives you, eliminates 5 from this cell. So this is 3 and 6, that gives you a 9 here and 8 here. Wow, that is nice. Okay, so 5 can eliminate 5 from this cell as well, and 5 can be here. 5 would have to be here in this box, that gives you a 5 here. 4 and 8, so this is 4, this is 8. This 4 eliminates 4 from this cell. 4 would have to be in one of these two cells, so this becomes 3, this becomes 4. That 3 gives you a 3 here and a 6 here. This 6 and 3 will give you a 2 here, that gives you a 2 here and a 3 here, a 6 here, and this gives you 1 and 4. This would be 1, this would be 4. So this Sudoku is done now. I don't think you will have any more further difficulties in solving this Sudoku, but this was an excellent Sudoku. What great logic that was playing around in this grid. And oh sorry, this would be 1, this would be 4. So you will have 2, 7 and 2, 9 and 1, 2, 9, right? So 2 would have to be here, 1 and 9 in one of these two cells. You have a 7 here, so this would have to be 9, this would have to be 7. You have 5, 8 here, this would be 8, this would be 5, 2, 4, 6, so this would be 4. This would eliminate 4 from these two cells. You have 2, 6 here. Okay, 3 digits remaining here are 1, 3 and 8, right? So 1 would have to be in one of these two cells, because without the 1 you will have 3 and 8, that will sum to 11. So 1 is here, you will have 1 here, 3 and 8, right? Oh, so 8 is here, 5 is here, this would have to be 3. That gives you an 8 here, that gives you a 9 here. Okay, this gives this 3 gives you a 6 here and a 3 here. Okay, yeah, so we have done till this. 9 here and here will give you a 9 here because of this 9, right? That gives you a 1 and a 9 here. This 1 and 1 will eliminate 1 from this box and will give you a 1 here, and this cell would have to be 4. That gives you a 4 here, that gives you a 4 here, 2 here and a 5 here. Okay, that gives you a 5 here. These 3 cells are 2, 6 and 7, right? 7 cannot be here. Okay, can be anything. 7 and 8 and 4, 3, no, 7, 8 and 6. 6 cannot be here, 6 cannot be here, so 6 would have to be here. That gives you a 2 here, a 6 here, a 2 here and a 7 here. That gives you a 2 here. These two cells are 7 and 8. You have an 8 here, a 7 here, a 8 here. These 3 cells are 3, 6 and 7. You have a 6 here, 3 and 7. And with that we complete this gorgeous arrow Sudoku by David Miller. What an excellent Sudoku this was, right? A really beautiful construction, because you see here the theme that has attracted was a really beautiful theme. Rotational symmetric arrow placement, plus the placement of the givens were also rotational symmetric, plus the givens were exactly 1 to 9 each ones. That is an excellent construction, guys. Really beautiful design Sudoku. So I would highly recommend you to check out all of his Sudoku series from his website, and stay tuned for the arrow Sudoku series in particular, which will be posted within a few days, maybe 2 or 3 days. I'll add the link in the description below for his website page. So please do check out his website page. Please do subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel already. Please, and if you have any request for any Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, do let us know in the comment below and we'll surely make a video on it. Thank you.